Have you been to Monument Valley, Matt?
Oh yeah, I went through there with my parents years ago. Yeah, down the Southwest. So yeah, beautiful.
It's kind of a cool little drive through, all that.
It is.
I love seeing the rocks just kind of stand by themselves.
Mhm.
Tink. Oh, yeah, got the Mountain Dew today.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Another day in paradise.
Right. Hey.
Can't
No, I got the Mountain Dew in the cup today. Got something going on. Mountain Dew's doing their 50 states edition. I don't know what it is about adventure, traveling, going places, but I buy in. I bought into it. I won last summer, their first year doing it. I went ahead and won. And this summer, I'm at 35 already, and I need 15 more till the couple more weeks at this. I'm hunting. I'm looking. I'm gonna find them.
That's a lot of Mountain Dew, dude.
It really is. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. I'm not, but I'm true to it. I'm hoping for a sponsorship. I'm gonna reach out to them after this and say, hey, Mountain Dew, I won it last year. I won it this year. The Rougarou Quartz Lake Productions, we want to team up. Let's make it happen. We'll travel all 50 states. We'll travel the world. We'll do what it takes for Mountain Dew. And we'll put you some cool places. We'll go to the Serengeti. We'll go to Iceland. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen.
Man. I'm down for the Iceland trip.
Right? Space. We'll take it to space. Why not? Quartz Lake.
Yeah, I'm in.
How are you? Sorry, I kind of went on a rant there.
Man, I finally had this my second day off from that food cart, so I'm big chilling.
That's good. I just realized I poured myself a glass, and if you're the viewers watching at home, I just totally drank out of the bottle that I poured from. Didn't even no regard for the Bigfoot glass that Thea got me.
Speaking of, I was thinking of old Bigfoot because I went on a bike ride yesterday. I went on like a 25-mile bike ride, and I was in like the hills. So I went to Fort Clatsop there, and then I went from there. I took these back roads, and you're like in the woods. And I was like, man, if I'm going to see Bigfoot again, this would be the area to see him. But no Bigfoot sighting.
No, not that time. Oh,
no Bigfoot sighting this time.
Every day I go to work, I look out the window and, car. I'm just hoping to catch him driving. He's got to renew his license or something. No, it's good. Speaking of Bigfoot, I got a life-size Bigfoot. I don't know if you've seen it in person. Yeah, you probably have, maybe.
I don't know if I've seen it in person.
Matt,
I have. I take that back.
Matt, buddy, and we'll bring this up here in a little bit when he gets on. We're going to have Matt, the guest, on. Our first guest.
Yeah,
Matt,
first guest today.
Buckle down, everybody. Just buckle down.
He's excited. We
don't know what we're going to get.
No, it'll be good. We're going to talk about our upcoming trip to Glacier.
That's true.
So that will be fun.
Yeah.
And anytime you got Matt Buddy on, it's a treat.
Right?
Treat. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say when he came down here a couple weeks ago, we did the Bighorn Mountains, went up to the Medicine Wheel. Beautiful. Couldn't get all the way to the Medicine Wheel because of the snow. It was really cool. Got a picture of my Jeep, the Rougarou. Got it up there in the Medicine Wheel. And it's beautiful country. You can practically drive right to it. And then I believe there's like a quarter-mile hike from a parking point to walk to it. It's a very historical place, very special to the Crow people, and other Native American tribes in that area. Fun fact about the Medicine Wheel is it was built on some of the oldest rocks, geologically, the oldest rocks in the Rocky Mountains. And when they do these studies and these surveys, they actually have they've identified multiple Medicine Wheels like this all throughout, up and down, the backbone of the world, they call it, the Rocky Mountains, even all the way down into South America, different types of things. and it's actually built on the oldest part of the rock. So the peaks and whatnot, some of the oldest geological rocks. Kind of interesting when you really look at it.
Yeah, for some of our like viewers who may not be familiar with like the native culture and everything, and also for myself, can you explain kind of the significance of a medicine wheel? Like, what was it used for? Kind of what it was its significance in general?
It's a symbol. It's been manipulated over time. Astrologically, it lined up with stars. Because it kind of looks like a wagon wheel. Sometimes
Mhm.
it has multiple spokes in that sense coming out from it, and they would line up with like the solstices, the summer and winter solstices, and different things like that, as well as now in like modern culture, it represents the four directions. You'll see medicine wheels with like a cross in them and like in four sections. It's like a circle, and red, black, yellow, white. Sometimes you'll see blue instead of black in there. uh, Different tribes have different meanings for it, but it's kind of that holistic life, the four directions, four seasons, four ways of life. You're born, you're a child, you're an adult, you're an elder, kind of just everything about life and the holisticness of it and how we all coexist together, and the different interpretations and manipulations of it that people have. And so like this is kind of cool because it dates back thousands of years, and you can go see one that was built. And over time it's been added to because it wasn't it's on national forest land now, but before, when it wasn't, it was kind of when manifest destiny and people were moving westward, stuff like that got destroyed. And over time, if it was on private land, I'm going to move these rocks, I want to farm, different things like that.
Yeah.
But this is one of the ones that has stayed. It's in the Bighorns, and me and Matt went to it, but we didn't get all the way up because of the snow.
Oh yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
Brought
no,
that one back around for you.
that's always a good time there.
But no, so when he came down to do that, he stayed in my guest room. My guest room is kind of like a travel room. There's posters of Glacier Park, some pictures I took.
I've
Some of the
stayed in
art
it.
done. Yeah, you've stayed in it. It's a little B&B, without the breakfast. And,
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say I'm waiting for the breakfast still.
it's just a bed. But yeah, no, I have a Bigfoot in there. I got a full-size Bigfoot because I drive around with that in the Jeep sometimes, and I've taken the Jeep to a couple car shows. I really want Hot Wheels or Matchbox to buy into me, so I'm really trying to like push it. Let's do the Bigfoot edition. Let's bring a Bigfoot. We have a Bigfoot in the seat. Why not? It's fun. I could dress up for him as Halloween one year. Who knows? Costume party. We'll figure it out. But Matt shoved him in the closet without telling me. Like, he was that kind of kid when he grew up, right? Like his parents would probably get mad at him for getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And he would just like, because he would do stuff like that. He wouldn't just say, hey, can I move this? Can I put it in the other room? Not just shove it in the closet. Like I could have set it in the couch, in like
Yeah.
in other guest room that we have here that, that I'm in right now. I could have set it on the futon, and it's just like, I could so see where his parents would get mad at him as like a kid.
Yeah.
He would do stuff like that. It was just like, dude, like just ask. He's a
I
funny
could
guy.
see it too. I could see it too.
Oh, he's a funny guy. And we're about to have him on. I mean,
I know it's exciting to be the first guest on Wandering Minds. So it'll hopefully many more to come. Not just for Matt Buddy getting on the show, but many more guests just in general. I think it will be fun for not only us doing it, but people listening as well. I think it will be fun to have guests on.
well, I also think the fun thing about this and with guests and Matt Buddy is that if you don't like them, let us know. Go to quartzlakeproductions@gmail.com. It's QUARTZLAKEPRODUCTIONS@gmail.com. And like, I honestly think that, like, I think like if you don't like our guests, let us know. If you love them, we'll bring them back. You know, maybe make them part-time. Like Benny here. If you guys haven't noticed or seen him wagging his tail around in the background, my parents have a dog, and they're out of town. And I said, you know, I'll take him. I'll watch him. And he's kind of stressing out, you know, because it's a new place for him, and we're trying to relax, and he's doing good. But he's actually chasing the moths in my screen on the window back here. And he likes chasing moths, and that's what he's doing. And you can hear him barking at him. He's trying to get him. Calm down. So
last week we were blessed with a little lightning show. This week we're getting a little moth chasing action. You know,
you never know what's going to get.
It's truly a unique experience on Wandering Minds. But no, it'll be good. We're gonna have Matt Buddy on here in a little bit.
What time did you tell him?
I told him. I mean, honestly, we could probably get him any time now, but I didn't want to. He gets so pointed with his times.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be like, okay, he's expecting this time type deal.
He's really good about that. He does like to schedule his stuff. I don't in advance. I mean, we're going to go up, have this awesome 4th of July bachelor party weekend coming up. And he's going to, I'm laughing just thinking about it. He's going to give it a few weeks, but come August 1st, August 3rd, he's going to give me a call and say, so next year, I think we're going to go this part of Glacier. I think 4th of July, I want to make it out for that fireworks show. I really like the Seeley Lake fireworks show.
Are they having the parade this year?
Yeah, they are. And,
first off,
they're throwing candy.
It's, yeah. Soon to be.
No, they're not having the parade. They're having a boat parade.
Oh, they're having a boat parade.
That's what they're having. But yeah, a parade. Yeah. Fireworks show still a go.
That parade is something else. The only reason I enjoy it is it's a good reminder that there are places like Seeley, Montana in the world.
Seeley Lake, Montana.
Seeley Lake, Montana.
Seeley's an abbreviation.
Yeah.
Actually the town's name is Seeley Lake. It's not Seeley.
But it's a good reminder. I live out west. I've lived in Oregon most of my life. Then I've been in California for the last 3 years. So getting out into more of middle America and seeing what Seeley Lake, bumfuck nowhere land and what those people are like, it's a good reminder that this is a vast country and there's very different people and everywhere you go.
Oh, and it's all brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? They all have the same.
Yeah.
It's that coming together. We all like hanging out on the 4th, getting on the boats, getting on the water, enjoying Mother Nature, having a good time, kayaking, swimming, fishing, all of it, hiking. It's true Americana. Seeley Lake is true Americana.
I don't know about that one, but it's different, and it's good to be reminded that that does exist in this country still.
Well, it's not Lincoln. It's not the unicorn.
Yeah.
It's close. But it's not quite that.
No.
Oh, we got him. He's up on the windowsill, everybody.
Oh.
For
the live action, he's up on the window. He's looking out.
He jumped up.
Neighborhood watchdog right there.
He's half corgi, half lab. Cute face, ugly body. He's as long as a lab, as half as tall between a lab and a corgi. Corgi legs.
But he, if I am correct, he does have an Instagram, correct?
He does. So
for our listeners who are curious of what Benny looks like, you could give Benny the Instagram shout out. So
Benny the Corgador, which is BennyTheCorgidor.
Yeah, so when you're out there, and if you're listening to this and you're curious what Benny looks like, give the Instagram a little look through.
You know, I like started him an account back when Instagram was like first becoming a thing. This was 2015, and it was because I was like, oh, I think it'd be fun. Like I kind of wanted like social experiment. Like, can I get a lot of followers with a dog? Not a lot of people were doing it at the time, and it was kind of one of those things where it was just like I was testing my social media skills because that was my major, right? Like mass communications. I wanted to see what my capabilities were, and it was good. I mean, it started. I had some followers here and there, but it was during the time where you had to log in and log out and remember all these passwords and have different passwords for emails, and it was a situation like that, and I just kind of gave up on it because I wasn't even running my own Instagram right for a while and busy with school. And then like just the other, when I started doing the one for my Jeep, because I really wanted to get into the Jeep community and have, show people what I do while I look for Bigfoot. People like looking at my car. They like looking at adventures, let's do it together. I like looking at your shit too, it's fun. And Benny's popped up because it was linked to my Instagram or emails and whatnot. And I started running it again, and it's fun. He's a goofy looking dog. I think that's what makes it. He's half corgi, which people love, and he's half lab, which people love. It's just an interesting mix. He's got the corgi ears that are just pointy and tall, and he's goofy, but he's a sweetheart, and he's very protective, but fucking weird dog.
It works. He's a good dog.
Oh, it's funny because. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've met Benny a couple times. He seems like a happy little dog. So
He's got a good life. My mom pampers him. That's like he lives such a like prissy life. I feel like because he's just like so taken care of and pampered, and he's a great dog. I mean, we're having a sleepover, so we'll see how he does. And but no, that one 4th of July, that there was a corgi that escaped and like got by him, and they hung out. His name was Panda.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
His people it was funny because we called them because their dog got out and he was like hanging out with Benny, and Benny was so nice to it. They're just hanging out, like having a good time, and we called them and they're like, no, we have all our dogs. And we're like, are you sure? And they're like, oh, I guess we're missing one. Is it Panda? And we're like, yeah, that's why we're calling you. Oh, well, we'll come get it. And they came and got it like an hour later. But
Jeez.
He came back the next year.
Oh, really?
Last year when you were here, Panda came back for like one day.
Huh.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Let's go for a 3 for this year.
Go for the three-peat. Right. But anyways.
Crazy dog.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Anyways, we're going to use this time to bring on our first ever guest on Wandering Minds. You've heard us talk about him before.
Sound effects.
It is the Matt Buddy Williams.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear, bud.
Totally, 100%. How we doing, Matt Buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't complain too much. So
Lakota Thunder 82.
You have a mic?
Instagram. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a shit show.
Hey man, I got a mic too. Yeah, mine's a little bit off the computer. You can't see it.
Man, mine would have been like when you're kids with like the cups and the string or some shit.
I mean, probably. That works, right?
Yeah. Use your imagination.
Hey, what flag's that behind you?
Oh, that's the good old American native flag.
Nice.
That's that. You've had that flag forever.
Yeah, yeah. When we lived together, we had it.
Yeah.
I bought it when we lived together, I think, or I might have had it before then. I don't
I
know.
think you had it before.
Yeah.
We put
Yeah.
googly eyes on it that one time, remember?
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, man. And Rachel. Yeah, that was interesting times, man.
And we covered your room with it too, with all the googly eyes.
Oh. Yeah, and then I think someone put my shoes under my mattress or something, and I couldn't find
Yeah.
them. Like my
Anyways, man, how
Jordans.
you been? You're in tell us where you are, where you're at.
I am currently located in the beautiful, beautiful North Idaho landscape in Post Falls.
What?
Post Falls? Not I thought
What?
you were Coeur d'Alene.
No, I'm in Post Falls. It's a
Can't
little
afford
cheaper
Coeur d'Alene
here.
prices. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Coeur d'Alene's kind of bougie now.
Oh, it's a little too bougie for you, Matt.
Like I don't got that much money, man.
Well, Coeur d'Alene, I think there's like Jake Plummer. Remember, he was like the Denver Broncos quarterback at one point. I think he has like a home on Lake Coeur d'Alene.
Oh,
There's
this
a lot of
is
second
like,
homers there.
this
Okay.
is like the place where kind of like Bend, Oregon, a little bit, where people have like homes on the lake,
Mm.
and like that's what's growing here, is a lot of Californians. Yeah.
Is it like homes, like say Lake Oswego homes on the lake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like fancy, log homes and modern everything. They got, their boats right there.
Okay.
Docked up. Yeah, yeah. I
'Cause,
did that drive around the lake and it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Didn't
I
you
heard
fish
the
it?
water's really clear, but it's still pretty like toxic.
Yeah, it's toxic because east of here, there's all those mining areas.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It has to
Yeah.
do with the mining.
All feeds into
Yep.
that.
Yeah, and so one of my students was telling me like, the water looks clean, but like you said, it's not as clean as they think
Yeah.
it is.
There's this like fitness guru, personal trainer guy that I follow a lot of. He
Uh-huh.
lives in Spokane, but he's originally from like Idaho area, and I listened to him talking about that lake and everything.
Hmm.
He's like, it's the kind of place you can catch a fish, but you're not gonna like take it home to eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I went in Montana with Zach there, I ate that one because
Did
it's
you?
high
You
up in
cooked it
high
up?
up in the mountains. Yeah.
How'd you do
Really?
it? How'd you cook it?
Oh, I just put some olive oil in a pan and put some seasoning on it. I have some like lemon pepper and some, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. We got Chef Matt Boyardee in the house.
Boy,
Hey, man.
Matt Buddy.
I make a damn good pasta with pesto sauce and
Yeah?
ground bison meat, dude. It's fucking good.
Bison? Going back to those
Bison.
indigenous roots, huh?
Yep, good shit.
Oh, good
I see you
stuff.
got the Oboom in the back there.
Yeah.
Zach.
You actually lived with Obum Guacum,
Yeah.
Guachin.
For 2 terms, I think.
Mark.
Winter.
Hold on, pause, Matt. Mark, did you correct me?
Yeah, it's Obum Guachum.
But I say Guacum because the CH. My name is Zach, CH. So that's what the CH sound in my world
Oh.
sounds like. So I can do that.
Like Zach.
Yeah. See, if I said it, watch
Yeah,
them.
so,
Zach? No, it's Zach and Guacum.
I mean,
And I hope he
you do
listens
you,
to
boo boo.
this.
You do you. You do.
I
you.
hope Obum listens to this, and hopefully we can get him on as a guest one time. And because Matt lived with him, you worked with him, I worked with him, sorta. And I got to go see him play football in Seattle and then Cleveland. When he was playing for the Saints, and great guy. We hung out with him a few times.
Yeah, I love Obum.
Awesome guy, great heart.
Guy. I hope he can
Marketing
make it
club.
back.
That's where I know him from. But
Yeah, but anyways, Matt, you ready for Glacier, dude?
Dude, I'm ready to go, man. It's it'd be nice to get away from this area again.
Oh, I bet. I
That's
mean,
sad news.
Huh?
yeah.
Me and Mark have some sad news for you.
What's that?
We can't go to Glacier and camp up there. So we can only go there for one day.
The
Wait, the campgrounds are
they're
closed?
closed.
Yeah. So
Goddamn.
COVID took over the park, man. So we can't.
Well,
Yeah.
we could camp outside of the park.
No, we can't.
Oh.
We can only walk through the park. They're not even letting cars through the park.
Yeah, you're totally fucking with me right now.
I couldn't keep it.
Yeah, I've wised up, guys,
But-
since the time you told me fucking Mark knocked up some bitch.
No, but the camp.
Well, am I allowed to cuss on here? Because I cuss a lot. So
Yeah, man, it's free
Okay,
flowing, you know.
okay.
You. We would not want anything less or more than you. Just you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but yeah, no, the campsites are closed in the park, and then the backcountry permits, they're not doing any. So there's
Okay.
no camping backcountry or in campsites in the park.
Okay. Okay.
I'm currently in the middle of some like research. I don't know if you've ever used the freecampsite.com where you can find free campsites.
Oh.
So
no,
I'm
I
using that right now around the park. Most of them are kind of in that like southwest part of it.
haven't.
So,
Okay.
but I think we're thinking the KOA up there is probably going to be open. So that's like
That's
a good
actually
emergency one.
that's a good one. My parents actually stayed there once.
Oh,
It's
really?
bougie.
Yeah,
And
there's
they
like
got a pool.
there's like a pizza place in there, and like those places are kind of nice.
It's bougie.
KOAs are real hit and
Bougie,
miss. Some
yeah.
of them are pretty sweet. Some of them are not.
Yeah, dude, the one over in your neck of the woods there, up by Astoria,
Mm-hmm.
man, that one's like a KOA on steroids.
Yeah, it's like the second largest one for RVs in like the country or something.
They have like a bouncy thing,
Yeah, they
and
got
like
all
a pool
tons
and
of stuff in there.
all kinds of stuff.
I've taken a shower there before.
You know where all those places are, huh?
Hey,
Yeah, I used their shower after I went hiking. Like,
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
such
No.
a Mark thing to do.
There was one shower
Yeah.
in Lingle, Wyoming.
Oh God.
Mark showered in it.
Yeah.
Was that like bumfuck place you guys stayed at?
It was just a flat
Yeah.
field in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. And Mark showered. The bathroom lights did not work. It was probably installed in like 1970 and cleaned once.
Mm-hmm.
And like I went in and said I can skip a night. I can smell my own stink for a night. Mark did it.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
And that's how he got herpes, everybody.
No. No. For anybody out there, I am clean.
Nine out of 10 people have HSV1. So
What?
Yeah,
Mark?
and most people contract it by the age of 2.
yep.
Same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, but that place was we had that huge storm right
Yeah.
before as we're driving into it. And as we're there.
For my Jeep friends listening, I have to say the tires. This man drives a Jeep Compass. The tires
Oh,
had zero tread in some places. They were literally bald. And we hit one of those thunderstorms in Wyoming that I wouldn't have been surprised if we were paying attention to news to be like, there was a tornado that was a part of that storm.
We had tornado warnings.
Yes, the whole drive.
Yeah.
And we hit that storm and these tires, oh my God. I thought I was a goner.
Yeah, to be real, I was a little worried too.
But, the car came through.
Jack's
We
a champ.
survived.
You're never going to get lost in a Jeep Compass.
You're not lost if you're not found.
You know, that's what Mark and I have that in common, and that we'll use something till it literally won't fucking work anymore,
Amen.
or something happens.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, look at the car I'm driving right now. Like, I mean, I'm still driving that little green Hornet, you know?
If
But
you
I think,
if for people listening, if you're wondering, Ford, the guy who came up with Ford cars, like
Mhm.
the first ever model he came out with, that's the car Matt's driving currently today.
No, we got to tell him it's a 1990,
99
99 green Honda Civic
four-door.
four-door. He paid $2,000 for it.
No, 1,000.
1,000. He's telling me he's going to sell it for 2. This car has 200,000 miles on it.
251,000.
Jesus
Woo.
Christ. And it's still going.
I've had it for 7 years, and the windows I can't roll down because they're hard to roll back up. There's no AC. It has a CD player and just a radio.
So, like, none of the windows roll down?
No. No, so like,
Because I remember you had the one window that was like
There was a knife
busted. Yeah.
Knife sheath.
yeah, so
holding it
I
up.
fixed that, and my window works, but when I roll it down, it doesn't roll back up.
Yeah, but
On
the
driver's
other
side.
windows do work.
They all work, yeah. The other
Well,
one.
I was gonna say, then what the
Well-
heck do you do in the hot days, man? No AC. If your windows don't work, you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna cook myself in this.
I don't have access to a sauna right now, so when I drive down to do all my runs, it makes a perfect makeshift sauna, and I
Ooh.
sweat driving back like crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Perfect. But no, what I do is I turn the fan on cool, or turn on the cool and turn the fan on, and it works well enough where you're comfortable. Or on the freeway, 85 AC, you drive 85 miles an hour and crack that window about 4 inches. I got it down to a science.
I love it. I love it.
But no, like I was saying earlier, Mark and I, like, like I remember he used that coffee pot. Like, oh my God, like I missed that coffee pot because it made like a good tasting brew,
Yeah, I
Those
had to
old
get
ones do that.
it busted out on me.
Oh, that's right.
It busted out on me when I got to Humboldt, so I got a different one from those days. But that first coffee pot, man, that thing was a champ.
It was great, man. And you bought good coffee too, I remember.
Well, I drink a lot of it, man. If you drink a lot of something, honestly, I get whatever's on sale, to be real.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember you had these pair of shorts too that had like a rip in the back, and I think you just didn't know about it until one of your athletes pointed it out or something. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, I had that pair, and then I had another pair that had a hole not in the back, but like right in the crotch.
Yeah.
And I wore those. I just recently got rid of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Little does Matt know that was the Benny when you were the mascot. Those are the mascot shorts where the tail came out of the back.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the actual like Benny shorts that we would get, like the basketball shorts that had the tail cut. No, it wasn't those. But it was like a pair of tan shorts I had. I ripped them. I think I ripped them when you and I did the South Sister.
Sure.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I sat on the rocks up at the top. And I moved and it just caught on the rock and ripped.
Damn.
Yeah. That was a good time though when we did the South Sister.
Yeah, and apparently like some people from Bend do that like every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty good leg burner,
Yeah, I did it last year again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember doing it. I was just like, holy shit, this is a lot harder than I remember. I was like, I remember thinking it was easy, but then I'm like doing it all, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's right, doing a mountain.
Dang.
So
are you guys trying to invite, like, you have a list of people you're trying to get on here, or what's your?
What's our agenda with this
What's
thing?
your agenda?
It's the Matt show. Everything's about you today.
Oh,
So,
really?
I mean, you're our
like,
first guest,
Oh, wow.
how do you take that?
I feel good, man. Mark called me and said, I'm going to formally invite you to our podcast. And
Why do you think we half-ass things?
fuck yeah.
I mean, I want this to be legit and like real. So it's like, you know what? Every time like we get a guest, I want to make, if it's something we're inviting, I want to extend an invite to people. And, Matt, you've been on a ton of adventures with us, so it's like, let's get Matt buddy. He's a good friend of ours. He's a good buddy of ours. Been on adventures. We're going on an adventure. Let's get Matt buddy.
So Matt, last time we were in Glacier, we did the Cracker Lake hike, and that was the first time you were in Glacier, right?
Yes.
And I think that was really cool. We took you up to Logan's Pass, did Logan's Pass hike, saw some mountain goats, saw that bighorn sheep up there. I
got good shots of that bighorn, by the way, like postcard material.
There you go. On your phone too, right?
I'm currently going through old photos because I made a new Instagram, and so I have a ton of them that you guys will be seeing. That I'm only gonna post the good ones.
What's your new Instagram?
It's Lakota Thunder 82, not Native Thunder.
I said Lakota at the beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
So OTANDER 82.
So I literally started from my oldest photos, which were from some conference in Portland in like 14 or 15. And that Opal Creek hike was like my second set of photos.
Yeah.
Oh, the
one Mark and me and my brother.
And then who else? We had more people with us.
Oh, Bobby was there, and apparently he was tripping on that trip too, and no one knew. But like,
well, I thought that was the Blue Lake one.
No, so he took acid on the
Blue Lake when we went to the blue pool. The blue pool.
Yes, but then he ate mushrooms when we went to Opal Creek, and he does that and doesn't tell anyone.
Like, I remember when he took the acid for the blue pool. And we all knew, and we were trying to tell you, and you didn't want to believe it.
That's right.
Yeah. The blue pool is nuts.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite hikes in Oregon to do.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I went there this last summer during 4th of July. That has become very popular, and people know about it now, like because of Instagram.
We made it famous.
Huh?
We made it famous.
No, there's the other, was it the Horseshoe Bend that you and I went to last summer?
No,
that's gotten popular.
Is it Horseshoe Bend in Utah there? Is it called Horseshoe Bend, or is it called
that's
Arizona?
The Colorado River one.
It's on the
Arizona side, right there in Page, Arizona.
Yeah.
Nice. We went to that brewery there. Nice little brewery for you brewery folk.
That was after we went to Monument Valley.
Beautiful place. Tell them about just the like experience you had in.
Have you been to Monument Valley, Matt?
Oh yeah, I went through there with my parents years ago. Yeah, down the Southwest. So yeah,
it's kind of a cool little drive through all that.
It is.
I love seeing the rocks just kind of stand by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's breathtaking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they film a lot of movies on that one road too, like Forrest Gump and stuff, where they turn that corner and there's those
the
monuments in the back.
Yeah.
John Wayne, Monument Valley.
Yeah.
Beautiful country, and I mean,
but what's the Horseshoe Bend you're talking about, Mark, that we went to?
Well, no, it was Zach and I. Let me I'll get a picture. I'll show you it.
Yeah.
Because it is worth the look for everybody who hasn't seen it.
Well, I think one thing while he's pulling this up to talk about that is really special and awesome. I think Matt can talk to this a little bit too. that the Navajo people, they run their national parks down there.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
they run the Monument Valley, and you pay to get in, and you need to support that. People need to understand that the Navajo people do a great job and taking care of their landscape and whatnot. And then Antelope Canyon actually is also on the Navajo Nation reservation down there, and beautiful. Those are beautiful the wind tunnels through the red rock sand, the way they carve through the canyons and whatnot. Beautiful pictures come out of there. That go support the Navajo. You have to have a tribal guide on all tours, which is smart, great. It helps govern their people, helps give them an economy, which they need. There's not a lot of jobs on reservations, and
that's those you're talking about those Jeep tours they do.
yes,
They'll take people down in places that you don't normally get to see, just driving the roads and stuff, the main roads.
Yeah, that Antelope Valley, you can't get in the actual like valley unless you have like go on the little like tour to get you in. But then I think you can kind of do your own thing in there.
when there's certain times a year you get the light the way they are, and they go like it's interesting. I didn't know there was an art to it.
You guys know where I want to go with you guys someday in the Southwest is Havasupai Falls.
Oh my gosh, I would love it.
In Arizona. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Quartz Lake Productions. Quartz Lake Productions is making a series of videos and photos inspiring you all to go out and explore nature as well as the national parks. You can check out Quartz Lake Productions on their YouTube page, where they have a variety of different videos of different trips and many more to come, as well as episodes of this podcast will be on the Quartz Lake Productions YouTube page. So please go check it out. Enjoy listening.
Have you been there, Mark?
Where?
Palouse Falls in Eastern Washington.
No, I've only ever really driven through Eastern Washington.
It's kind of out there a little bit, but it's pretty close to where the Palouse River meets the Snake River.
We'll pass.
And then it comes into Tri-Cities. But
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pass. We're good.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Zach.
But
it's just a state park. I'm sorry, guys. It's not a national park.
Get the fuck
I mean, state parks are just as cool as national parks,
It's a park. Get out. Be active.
Hey,
yeah.
In Oregon has some great ones. Silver Falls.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You got like 10 waterfalls and a couple loops there.
Cape Perpetua on the coast where Thor's Well is, which is super cool.
I've been to Oregon Caves down by Cave Junction. Probably driven through there a few times.
Then there's a ton of state parks in the Redwoods in Humboldt, where I'm at.
Oh yeah. The Redwoods is unique to me in that there's like sections of it compared to other parks.
Yeah, it's a weird park.
But Matt, you gotta also think too, the way trees grow, right? They grow in like clusters due to certain environments and the way the earth and soil and the elevation and this and distance.
Yeah, there's a bunch of growth.
Like that's probably why.
Well, but like like Sequoia and like Yosemite, or Sequoia, just use that one. It's like got one big border around it. It's not like separated.
Well, it's because of the way those trees grow inland there. It's like the style they grow. It's like the one place on earth they grow that way.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And that's why you need to go there and visit and make sure it stays there, because that's so cool and everyone needs to see it.
Yeah. I haven't been down to any of those ones, Kings Canyon or Sequoia.
I want to go to Sequoia.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen, boys.
Yeah. I want to go see General Sherman.
You could do just a California solo, and there's so many national parks there.
There's some cool ones in California.
Yeah, Yosemite. I like Yosemite.
Yosemite was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I went for the first time last year. I had a blast.
Really?
Let's plan a trip, boys.
Heck yeah, man.
Matt, go. Get it started. we're counting on you to plan this whole thing.
We'll go down Sequoia, then we'll hit up Joshua Tree,
Oh, beautiful.
and then we can either like come back up or like maybe we can head a little bit east.
Let's
There's
do it
tons
all.
of
Yeah,
options.
you're in charge.
There's what is it? Hell's Canyon, Devil. What is it?
Death Valley.
Death Valley. Yeah.
It's just death, in general.
You guys want to hear a funny story about Death Valley that I will never. The reason why I know. Do you know what desert Death Valley is in? The Mojave Desert. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
You want to know how I know that, right? In the 5th grade in a geography bee, I was going head to head with this kid all the way down to the end, right? Like they had the whole group of people. There was like 50 of us, narrowed it down, get down to the last 2. We're going question for question. Mind you, I'm in the 5th grade. And the question comes up, what's the hottest desert on Earth or in the US? And I was like, Death Valley. Like that's what I've heard,
Yeah.
And the kid next to me was like, he got the answer right, the Mojave Valley. And he was like, only because I live there. That's the only reason he knew it. I was like, no. Because they were like asking, like, who knows deserts? You're in the 5th grade. You're not learning all the deserts in the world. Like, yeah. But especially up here in Montana, I was like, I'll never forget it.
Yeah. I drove through the Mojave Desert on my way to Joshua Tree last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's not like the best. I remember I got like super tired, so I pulled off to a rest area and fell asleep for like 30 minutes.
Remember that time? This is actually kind of interesting. We drove down in college in 2015. We drove down to San Diego with you upgraded the meeting and now we have unlimited minutes. Whoa, this guy upgrade
technology, man.
Big
that wasn't.
I literally learned something.
Wasn't a real upgrade. It was Zoom's giving me a gift.
Fuck them. All right. So where I was going with this is we drove down to San Diego with our friends from Africa. Yolo, Jean, Clinton, and Killian were all with us in the car. And we had Yolo's cousin Huck fly down to San Diego, and he met us there, and we had an awesome time. But on the drive down there, it was a 16-hour drive. We pulled over in the middle of California somewhere, some rest stop, just passed out for an hour.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm interested to know your guys' thoughts because we're bringing, for the bachelor party, these guys are coming out to Yellowstone National Park. We said we'll rent a cabin in West Yellowstone. We'll go into the park for a day. We'll go out on a boat one day. We'll drink beer, have a good time. What do you think these guys are going to think of Yellowstone National Park, seeing it for the first time?
Oh, I don't know.
I live for these moments. I love taking people to the park for their first time. Love it.
Yeah, Yolo and Yolo, Clint, and it'll be interesting to hear what their thoughts on it are.
So here's my thought. I'm thinking we're going to probably have 2 cars, one being the Rougarou, of course. You always have to have the Rougarou on the adventure because just in case we see a Bigfoot, it's totally Matt's been in it. He can vouch.
Yep.
It's there.
I drove it.
Drove it through a puddle.
Yeah. A pretty good puddle too.
Oh, it was a nice one.
Yeah.
On the Instagram.
Zach was having some control issues with letting go of the reins, but
it's hard, dude. It's not.
Yeah.
You look at it like that's my horse. That's my steed.
I feel you.
It's my that's everything there. It's me. It's my
yeah.
life.
My car, I kind of don't give a shit because if they wreck it, I can get a new one.
See, and this is where, earlier, I was trying to say, that's why you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Invest in a good car, run it for a while, and then get another good car.
Well,
I do it with shitty cars. Do it with good cars. Man. Do what you're doing with good cars, not shitty cars. Mark's halfway there.
The next vehicle I'm getting is a van, man.
Yeah, but it's going to be the new 2020 Mercedes-Benz E-Class van because they're going to sponsor you.
Well,
Yeah,
Mark
I got a buddy who sells Sprinter vans, so I can
There you
maybe
go.
hit him up.
you're trying to get one where you can sleep in it, right? Like,
Yeah, I want it to be my home.
you're.
But only
Wow.
because he's going to, because like 30% of his year, he's going to be living in this van and he's going to be parked in Matt's driveway. Just living in Matt's driveway.
Oh, see,
Oh my
see, that's why like when I get my van, I'm then gonna take this whole podcast setup and just put it in the van, and then it's just a mobile studio traveling podcast.
With Bigfoot maps, though. Like, we're going to, if you're going to make a van, it's got to look for Bigfoot.
But
It's got to be
Mark's
part of the
gonna
brand.
look like that shady FBI surveillance van.
Yeah,
We gotta name the van. It's gotta fit the brand. It's gotta be Quartz Lake compatible.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It'll be
gotta have an
Quartz Lake
Instagram
sponsored.
page. Quartz Lake sponsors every podcast, every trip, every adventure we go on. We're so thankful for them.
we are.
Thank you.
But another big question is like, Matt, for Glacier, is there a certain section of it that you would prefer that we go and like hike around?
I have no preference, as long as like it's not somewhere we've already gone. Like I've already gone, and really, I've only been up to Cracker Lake
Yeah.
with you guys.
Well,
And you know,
we'll
Bobby's
probably
coming
end up
too.
doing
so-
Logan's Pass.
But Bobby hasn't done Cracker Lake.
He hasn't ever been there, so it doesn't matter. That's why I say it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I
Really?
mean, we won't do Cracker Lake.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
How do
we're gonna
you
do the
feel?
Highline Trail.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I'm cool with that because the views up there
Yeah,
I think are gonna be pretty awesome.
Do you
Yeah.
think they'll be spectacular?
Oh, if it's a clear day, yeah.
You in
What if
shape?
it's not a clear day?
If it's not a clear day, we
What
might
do
have to make a decision there.
But what if it's like not a clear day, but because you're so high up in elevation, it is a clear day, but you can't see like the mountains and stuff. You can just see like the sky high up.
We'd have to take that to the vote, I think.
But me and Mark, since Quartz Lake is sponsoring this trip and we've already hyped up the Highline Trail, we get 2 votes each.
Well, oh,
I'm just kidding.
No, I think the weather will be
yeah.
fine.
It's
It's
looking
actually
like
pretty
it's
nice.
it's supposed to be like 80 on the 4th.
How do you know this already?
I already looked on Weather Channel app.
Matt, that's 11 days out. Are they that good at predicting the weather?
No,
I mean, it might vary a couple degrees, but come on, Zach, get with the times.
you never really know. I mean, weather is a perfect
Matt,
example of chaos theory.
and this is why Matt, you lived in Montana for 1 year, and it was the year it snowed from like the entire time you were there. So like you didn't
Not
really
really.
experience the Montana summers.
No, but I have been there during the 4th enough times.
Yeah, and you've seen like where it's like supposed to be nice and it fucking rains.
Well, yeah, it does vary.
Mountain weather.
It sucks.
Yeah, altitude. Yeah,
Yeah.
changes.
No, it will be good. We'll do the Highline because I'm planning to get there Sunday.
Okay.
And then we would head up that Monday.
Monday.
We can do Logan's Pass Monday. That's the
Is
one.
that like a tradition?
Well, we're taking a new person, so I feel like every time we
And
take
I like
a person, you have to go and do Logan's Pass.
and I like
Yeah.
seeing the mountain goats up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I don't know about you guys, and there's a lot of Native American proverbs and different tales of this, but like I kind of truly believe this, and I kind of brought it up when I saw the mountain goats in the Beartooth a couple weeks ago. They're kind of to me like the gatekeepers, and they just have that. Like goats are weird in general, and mountain goats are even that much more weirder. But they have that nostalgia and that vibe. They're so high up. They're so unique. They're white. And I mean that like they're just that like they look like the clouds. They're up in the clouds. Like are they like the cloud people, that like connect us to the spirit world. Like there's something about goats. There's
That's
something
supposed to be my like animal with my zodiac sign is the Capricorn is the goat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Nostalgia.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I feel you on that.
Like,
Yeah.
there's just, and I challenge people to go look at the mountain goats and be around them and experience them, and they just have this like.
They also live in a very like walking on those cliffs. They're living like close to death at all times.
They're such good at climbing those
Yeah.
rocky peaks. Yeah.
And like they're not too afraid of humans. Like I walked up to those,
No.
like they're just kind of they know my presence, and
Yeah.
they're
Well, the
interesting.
ones at Logan's Pass, they know that people typically aren't going to hurt them, and they save them from the bears.
Oh.
So, but no, I figured we'd do Logan's Pass on Monday, stay the night somewhere on Tuesday, that Monday night, and then Tuesday we do the Highline Trail, because that's going to be wasn't it like 10 miles when we looked at it, Zach?
Yeah, because I want to say if we do that, there's not a really big elevation gain. You're walking kind of the same flat, 600 feet elevation gain. But I say we go into, there's a little like jet kind of off the trail that goes to a lake, and I don't know if you overlook the lake or what, but it's like a 0.8 of a mile. I say we do something like that too.
Hell yeah.
There.
Hell yeah.
So you guys are saying like Monday we drive the road through the park, make a loop, see the whole, sightsee.
Well,
like
we
that.
might not be able to, because they might not have it all open because of snow. It might not be cleared.
Oh, up at the top, you mean?
Yeah, I looked at a webcam.
Mm-hmm.
I think yesterday.
It's just the fact that they delayed because of COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
They delayed when they plowed the snow.
Oh,
so it's kind of like normally it's plowed by now.
We got about 2.5 weeks or so, roughly.
Yeah, and I think there will be a lot that's plowed. I just don't know if all of it will.
Oh,
and with the peak, with everyone getting COVID again, and the peak of it happening,
right?
It's kind of one of those things that
it's kind of a toss up. And
yeah,
you mind if we switch gears with topic for a second?
No.
Going off of that, I was gonna say, college football. From what I've heard for fall is that it's like a 50-50 chance if they're gonna do it, and if they do, it's a modified season.
Yeah, dude.
Well, today,
when it comes to sports this fall, I don't think there will be very many. Baseball just announced today that they're going to do a 60-game season.
Yep, I was going to say that.
The NBA's got a little tournament thing. MLS has a tournament thing. Football is trying to get going, but there's been a lot of spikes within teams. So and then there's each school is different on if they're going to let kids back on campus, not on campus, hybrid type deal.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't think we're going to get like a lot of new sports this fall, which really, really sucks from my standpoint, because that's what I do for work.
Right.
That's why we really want people to listen, to email us, to contact us on our socials, to help them make this podcast great, because
and help me pay off my student loans. Remember?
Yeah, we want
same here, brother.
We don't need Mark. We want Mark to just go on adventures, and report from it. Like, let's make that happen, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hoping they do something in Congress. Some groups are pushing for student loan cancellation right now.
I would love that.
It'd be great, even if it was just a percentage or something.
I get that. I get what you're saying, but then I'm gonna argue someone like myself who paid off my student loans and worked hard to do that. Like, what are you gonna do for me, Congress? That's not fair. You
That's
know?
why I got mine deferred till April of next year,
Yeah.
so I see what happens.
Yeah, I don't feel for you.
I just mean like I'm just saying that like, hey, like I did my fair share.
Good for you. Good for you. You know,
Oh,
good
God.
for you. You were able to get a well-paying job right out of college where you can pay most of your shit off.
Hey, cowboy, you
know?
you got a good professional job there too.
I get paid peanuts. I get paid.
Hey,
to-
hey,
I
all the
make it, guys, but the state of Idaho is a greedy, greedy bitch.
well, when
Of
you
tax time.
next year when you do your taxes, you'll thank them.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but anyways, we are approaching the time, so
Oh my goodness, Matt, you're here for the conclusion, how we conclude these things. I mean, you listened to the one podcast.
Yeah.
yeah, Matt's one of our test listeners. He listened to one of our podcasts early on, giving us some feedback on it.
I didn't even know what feedback he gave us.
He gave some good feedback. I actually enjoyed it. I appreciated it very much. But you're also our first guest. These are kind of the final words. Since you are the guest, we're going to let you give the floor. If you want to give shout outs, shout out your social media, whatever you want to say, the floor is yours, Matt Buddy.
I miss Matt, buddy.
All righty. Well, yeah, I just thank you guys and Quartz Lake Productions for having me on. Yeah, Quartz Lake. You can contact both you guys or Zach or who can
We'll
you?
figure it out.
Yeah, Zach or Mark. Contact
Perfect
either
game.
one of these guys. If you're interested in what they do, you can find me on Instagram at Lakota Thunder 82. Find me on Facebook, and I'm on Snapchat, but I don't really use it. So
Unless you're a girl and you're looking for a nice native guy, you know, Oglala Sioux man, 6'4",
unless we're related and cousins, yes. But
single. He's looking. He'll add you on Snapchat then.
yeah. All right, guys, appreciate it.
Sweet deal. We appreciate you, Zach. Any final words?
You know, everybody, find that one thing that's unique about you. You know, for Matt, it's that he's a lady killer and he's awesome. He's our first guest. He's a great guy. And, you know, it's that uniqueness about you that makes you unique that everyone appreciates. And find that about you because people like that.
Love it. I love it. Reverend's final words of wisdom here. Stay beautiful. You guys are all amazing. Like to give special thanks to Matt Buddy for being on today. Matt Buddy really is everybody's buddy. So go check out Lakota Thunder 82. He's truly a unique specimen, and I appreciate him as a friend and as a former roommate. But you know, stay beautiful out there. We'll give you a shout out. We'll keep you in touch from Glacier, what happens there. But regardless, peace out, everybody.